Piccadilly Station in Manchester. This is normally one of England's busiest places, and on this May Wednesday, it'll be even worse. Or better, depending on your view. An invasion is about to take place. Historically, it was the English who used to invade Scotland. Today, the jocks from the north have a go the other way. Rangers FC from Glasgow have qualified for the UEFA Cup Final 2008, and everyone and his dog wants to follow the popular side down to the south to the arrangement. In 2003, Rangers' local rival Celtic took more than 100,000 all the way to Seville in Spain for that year's UEFA Cup Final. But anything Celtic can do, Rangers wish to do as well. And with the short travel distance, they easily top their neighbours' away trip in numbers.
I think Rangers fans, like their Celtic counterparts really, are probably some of the most fanatical football fans in the world. You know, you see in Manchester here today, there's must be over 100,000, and there's very few other clubs that take that many away to it.
One thing that explains the passion surrounding Rangers is that the club also has a strong political and religious foundation.
There's the whole religious, side to Scottish football anyway, and more so in Glasgow. But leaving its proper religion aside, football for those guys is their religion. You know, it's an extension of their religion maybe, and at times it borders on fanaticism, in a good way most of the time.
In a rugby field 8 miles outside Manchester, we find a perfect illustration of the love the Rangers supporters feel for their club. This looks like a festival camp, but there's no music, at least not apart from the songs they sing themselves in the city centre.
It's just a really great atmosphere and really enjoyed ourselves, so it's been good.
In Albert Square, there's live music all day. And in Piccadilly Gardens, the sing-along is thunderous.
It's been absolutely fantastic in Manchester. The people of Manchester have really opened their arms to us, and we're really enjoying Manchester. It's been brilliant.
We don't see Russian people here.
Where are all the Russian people?
We don't know.
We've seen we've seen a whole 2 Russian fans today.
A couple of hours before kick-off, the fortunate few who have tickets make their way to the City of Manchester Stadium.
My expectations are to do what we've done to every team in Europe, bore them to death and win.
Inside the arena, the atmosphere is cracking. But back at Albert Square, the many thousands left to see the match on the big screen do their best to compete with it. And no safety precautions come in the way of a good view tonight. It's been a sunny day and a lot of beer has been consumed. But still, the Rangers fans behave as if they've just got out of bed after a good night's sleep. Everyone is up for it. Back at the stadium, the 2 teams enter the pitch to a roar of unbelievable heights. Almost telepathically, the supporters join voices across the city. The game is now on, and it quickly turns out to be a frustrating one for Rangers and their following. In the stadium, they do their best to lift the team. But in front of the big screen, the crowd can't do anything to make a difference for their struggling players. In the second half, the opponent, Russian side Zenit, go 1 up. And now there's silence all over Manchester. For the first time in days, the Bears, as the Rangers are affectionately known, just can't bear it. Rangers get one last chance to equalise, but it's squandered, leaving it up to the Russians to seal the victory with a second in injury time. The final whistle is greeted with sorrow. A European final is not a common experience if you support a Scottish team, and the frustration unfortunately ends up with large parts of the inner city being closed down because of riots. The next day, Manchester is normal again, but the Rangers' invasion will not be forgotten, nor will the pain that followed the broken blue dreams.